All right. Today we're asking the CEO of Cardinal Digital Marketing how healthcare practices can get more leads. This might be cheating, but let's see what he says. All right. So in our last primer episode, we distilled all the ways practices can increase revenue into 5 general buckets. And today we're going to start with bucket number 1, which is lead generation or getting more patient leads. So Alex is joining us today from Cardinal Digital Marketing. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Ted, you said I was the inaugural interviewee. Now I'm disappointed. It sounds like there was one before me.
There was a
I was
primer.
me.
There was a primer. We had a primer.
Okay, it was Charlie.
I primed you, Alex.
All right, sweet. I don't know what that looks. Okay, so hey everybody. So this is fun being on the other side of a healthcare marketing podcast. I'm Alex Membrillo. We run in very similar circles as Charlie. We are the agency side though, so we help multi-site PE-backed provider groups scale their patient acquisition through digital marketing, SEO, paid search, websites, analytics. You think it, we could do it as long as it's online and helping patients find the care they need. We do it in part through great technology partners like Line. I was not paid to say that, and I hope you guys don't ask me Line specific stuff. I got people that work with your platform all the time, but I can help with the high level fluff that you can't find on Google. Okay, no fluff.
No fluff.
No, the guys, listeners, this is gonna be great. We're not gonna screw around. All right, Ken, don't let me intro myself again. Let's keep going.
That's perfect.
That was amazing. Yes. We aren't here to talk about Line, that's for sure. No line involved. I guess let's start with just some general discussion and then we can go into some questions if we need to. But I guess big question, as a fellow marketer myself, I have an opinion on this. I want to hear what you think, though. Do you think it's unfair to talk about marketing, lead generation without marketing as a whole? Are we kind of cheating to talk about lead generation in isolation without talking about branding? And
these days, I would say yes. I think the patient journey is more complex. 5 years ago, I started the agency 14 years ago. It was simple. You didn't even have to make a landing page. You didn't need call tracking or a call center. You just threw an ad on Google Ads and sent them to any page on a website and they'd convert because the competition was worse than that. So, that was good. But over the last few years, the patient journey has become more complex. We see brand impressions on Facebook, Insta, TikTok, YouTube, display ads, wherever it may be, or do our own research. How about touring my ACO? You're researching it on Google. Hell, ChatGPT sent us the other day, which is crazy. So I think the patient journey is complex. I think It's shortchanging it to just talk about lead gen. I think the whole thing is performance marketing. Brand's a part of it. Brand and performance marketing go hand in hand to drive patient volume. So I see it as one or the other. I'm going to stop giving clients the option to opt out of brand or upper funnel campaigns. I'm going to say, like, this is what eventually drives your CPL down. So you have to do it. Great tech partners will help you figure out what channels are successful and where you're falling down operationally, but you got to do it all together these days. And I've got the shirt that would make you think that I only cared about one channel. That's
Run PPC.
But
you got to send me that, man. That's cool.
They're good one. $25. What else is on your mind, Ken? What was your opinion, Ken?
I kind of agreed that we're basically asking for the icing of the cake when there's like the whole rest of the cake is kind of important too. But we're gonna try and cheat a little bit anyway, because we're going to try to talk just lead gen exclusively, because that's
what I know best.
That's kind of where we're at in the funnel, which you will only know about the funnel if you saw the last episode. But that's where we're at in the funnel. Okay, so let's just again try to cheat and bite right into the meat. If you had to pick 2 or 3 marketing channels or activities for a healthcare practice and you don't know anything about this practice, is there an answer? Are you going to tell them like these are the main things that work?
Yeah. Channel is hub and spoke. Website has got to be a great hub because there's no point in driving SEO or listings or reviews or PPC traffic from your spokes back to a shitty looking website that doesn't convert and's got no online booking, etc. So the website matters a lot, the right content in the right places and the right creative too, to convince people you're the provider group to go with. But then SEO, reviews, and Google ads, it's really all you need at a basic level for smaller groups. And then you start scaling 10, 50, 100 locations. You got to start layering on all the upper funnel channels because you run out of demand at the bottom of the funnel. But bottom of the funnel stuff is good up to like 20 locations. I mean, Yeah, you can scale pretty well with that.
So you think 20 locations is a good kind of break point to
Yeah,
start looking upper funnel?
then you got to really start bringing a marketing director and getting more sophisticated. You're probably doing de novos every quarter. You need like a new market playbook. You're going to have brand awareness campaigns when you open. Yeah, it gets more complex, but you can get to 20 locations, sell out to a PE firm without having done any of that complex, expensive stuff.
Interesting. Are there any particular activities or channels you're seeing overlooked? Like any kind of hidden secrets?
Yeah, SEO.
SEO.
Maybe it's because we work with a lot of PE back groups. I think the timelines are too short. The patience is limited, and but it's a phenomenal channel if it's looked at correctly. It's like a content thing to make your website rank. They're a good SEO person is looking at the UX of the website and helping get conversion rates up for paid traffic and organic. They're teaching you how to get patients into the door faster. So yeah, I think SEO is like tried and true, and it's not going anywhere. And Google's search volume hasn't decreased at all, and so very much alive and well and underplayed, especially in our PE little niche we're in.
And is that mostly local SEO, or how does that kind of shake out?
Yeah, just with the medical group. So it matters to be in maps, right? You got to be in maps when someone types in orthopedic surgeon near me. That's going to be a maps and reviews and all that stuff. But you can optimize those listings, and then below it you have organic, which matters, and for locations providers, and then all of the educational content matters too. But SEO is phenomenal, and we very short patience in the field that we're in. So it's all Google ads, Facebook ads, and it's not I don't think that's the right approach.
Do you think they're overlooked because most agencies suck at that, or why do practices not dive in?
Suck at explaining the value of it. Do you love this shit? I have to. It's a dynamic background for you guys.
Oh, it's great.
Shit,
yeah,
right? Yeah, it's cool. And you can see like I hand drew this in COVID, fucking logo and stuff. No, I'm kidding. I overpaid someone to do this fucking gibberish. I think SEO is miscommunicated the value of it. I think when we're initially bringing on the project, the PE firms like lumping it into advertising. Okay, click returns. No, it's like 1 to 2 year play. Bring me in after your first run. After funding year 1 or year 2. So we've got a 3-year ramp on it. Like, don't bring me in when you're maximizing EBITDA to sell. But it's a phenomenal channel. It's still the best. Still drives the majority. Rich, like this is a recorded podcast, Rich.
Rich is literally
this is get the fuck out of here.
That is great.
I want to say I love the personality here. This is great.
He's a straight what a bunch of rubbish. All right, let's move on.
I was going to ask about the breakdown. So you said SEO is majority for like a successfully, I guess, structured marketing play. Okay.
Yeah. And then they get bigger and Google Ads takes over and scales much more than SEO does, much faster, but up to 20 locations, baby.
Awesome. How about let's just keep rolling. So are there any particular places you see practices who just don't quite know what they're doing? Are they wasting time or money in certain places?
Yeah. Good question. The ones where I think they're wasting time is they're scaling advertising before they set the proper technology foundation. They get really big because they're good at advertising, but then realize they didn't set up like a content, like a CRM or call center. And I'm not saying that just because this is your podcast.
Sure.
I say it all the time. It's very hard to go back and implement call center call track and CRM marketing automation at 500 locations. It's like, dude, just set this shit up at 20 locations. It seems like a big expense because you're small. It will be a bigger distraction trying to move a cruise ship instead of just trying to move your sailboat right now and do things correctly. Also, getting the right technological foundation when you're smaller is cool. You're going to learn faster. And yeah, it's an investment up front, but like, if you're not an idiot, the learning should be good enough to like usurp your competitors pretty quickly, even when you're small. So yeah, I think technology needs to be set at the forefront, and I think marketing is going to change to like half of the recommendations I find myself making these days are like tech investments when people are getting going with us. Like,
yeah, it's interesting.
Go get these things and we can help. And if you don't have these things, we're going to be flying blind. I kind of don't want to mess with you.
Yeah, so another way of saying, or to play that back, there's not necessarily a particular channel or activity that you see them wasting money in. It's all of them, but because they don't have good technology to know what's working, and then they're also not optimizing what they're doing with the leads, they're not going to be able to optimize any channel that they're messing with.
No, that's right. That's right. Get the tracking. You're never gonna know like, and line might say differently, but I don't think you're ever gonna know like multi-channel attribution, and you don't need to like you
No.
need directional information. You need to know how the operations is taking calls and converting. You need CRM to like understand that how to market your patients on an ongoing basis, like that ongoing referrals and stuff like that. So it's not really the wrong advertising. It's like the wrong structure and putting the wrong foot ahead. Too quickly. So yeah, I mean the advertising, I don't see like huge issues there. It's generally like they're just not doing it and they don't have the tech in place and they want to start running before they start crawling and that stuff. So yeah, different cases, but when you get a group small, you can do the right things. When you get them big, it just takes forever. And I don't have the patience for that, but yeah, start small with the right tech.
Perfect.
Cool. I'm sure a lot of practices are curious how much they should invest in marketing. Is there kind of a hard and fast rule, like percentage of revenue or a growth trajectory they should look at, or how do they think about that?
30% of every dollar that comes in should go to your digital advertising. I don't know for medical group. I know for agencies like high growth agencies like us will spend 15 to 20% every month on marketing and sales, and that's what we do because we're a high growth agency. For medical groups, I don't know, 5 to 10%. I would think it's really high. But the higher growth groups like that spend a lot on advertising do really well if they understand what the advertising is driving, and then they just pour more fuel on the fire. Those are groups that kill it. They put the right systems in place to know what that next dollar would do, and then they say go spend 10 more next dollars. And and then the opposite problem comes into play where we don't have enough clinicians, mid-levels, whatever, to support, and then they've got to solve that problem.
Somebody just asked me this, Ken. I can't remember. It was some PE group, and they brought on a new marketing person who doesn't have a lot of healthcare experience. And so she asked me that. And so I asked like 5 or 6 of our customers, and 5 to 7% of revenues, what I heard in general on average. And then the high growth, to Alex's point, probably the highest I heard was 15. But then people that were more aggressive that I would consider really legit were more like 10. And I think probably there's plenty of practices that are 5 or a little bit below, and it's just probably not enough.
It's called a lifestyle business. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's going to grow 10% a year, and you're going to give great care to your patients, and it's a lifestyle business. It's not what I want, and it's probably not what makes for the best clients, but it's also okay.
Cool. Let's kind of consider different stages companies and practices might be in. So if they're just getting started, like they really have no idea what they're doing with marketing, is there like day one what they should be researching or jumping into? Should they start with the SEO, start with Google? Like, should they ask questions before they even do that? How would you kind of direct someone like that?
Yeah, website SEO. I want to make sure that you're ranking, or at least set up to rank for the most important keywords like orthopedic surgeon near me, dentist near me, all of that stuff. So your location pages is where I start. Make sure they're awesome. They can convert a patient. I'm going to make sure you have online scheduling, that you have calls, CTAs, that you have an email form. And then I'm going to say, okay, all that's in place. Start generating reviews, use our bird eye, rate or rate, use Yext, blah, blah. And then we're going to start advertising. Website and SEO, listings, reviews, advertising.
You mentioned online booking a few times. Is that just like, if you're not doing online booking, like you're an idiot? Is that how you feel?
Yes, I think so. But like, there's a lot of groups that aren't yet. So like, you're an idiot in a host of other, like a gaggle of other idiots are right there with you. But like, dude, I've read so many, I've read so many stats that like our generation and younger all want to book on. Dude, I want to fucking call. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna sit through 18 prompts. Okay, email form is gonna take me 3 weeks. I sent an email form to a derm practice because I got this weird shit on my eyes, and it's been 2 weeks and nobody's called me back. So like, I'd rather book the thing online, and you can do that any time of night and stuff like that. There's not a lot of good online booking systems that let you see marketing all the way through though. Next Health is pretty good for dental, but in the general medical space, like, what do they say? A lot of blue ocean or whatever the stupid buzzword is. Like, someone go invent that shit. and make it easy to use for medical groups and marketing companies as well.
Agreed. And even if you don't believe that most people are going to do it, or there's still a lot of who cares? Give patients another way to schedule with you. Like, why wouldn't you offer it?
It's not even that. Why? Because the providers are picky on when they want to take
That's true.
the consults. It's always that. It's not that they don't
Yeah.
think nobody will come. Is that the providers are a pain in the ass and like own the provider group, and they don't want to step on their toes and tell them because it'll ruffle the feathers. And I say like, all right, well, that's fine. Don't ask me why the advertising's not working. What the fuck? Your competitor does online booking. So
Very simple.
Awesome.
simple.
All right, well, let's skip ahead to another practice. And this time they've been doing some SEO. They've been running ads. They're just not sure where to go from there. You've kind of hinted at this already, your thoughts, but let's just kind of pretend we haven't talked about this. What would you kind of say someone should do to kind of go beyond SEO ads, or should they just not? Or how do they optimize?
No, they should. There's only so much demand at the bottom of the funnel. Like, how many people are searching for orthopedic surgeon here? Like, not a ton. So you still have to like. There's a lot of. We mostly work in the low acuity space where the healthcare decision is made in a day, but in my opinion, it's influenced over months, right? So if you saw that veterinary hospitals fucking ads, billboard, TV, digital radio, or during display, or on YouTube over 6 months from when you moved into town. Like, okay, when you finally go to search, the time of vet clinic near me, and you've got City Vet pulled up there, like, I'm going to go with the one that I saw brand impressions over the last 6 months. So
Yeah.
running really smart brand advertising campaigns is very good. Facebook, Insta, I still think it's the best platform for that. YouTube also very good. And then Google has its own display shit. So that's all very good. And if you live in Montana, you can't do TikTok. But no, I definitely think everybody should be going to the upper funnel channels once they've like built the right technology and marketing foundation for the website. Very important. Like, and I don't want to see any billboards running if you can't even run YouTube yet. So the best practices have modern creative in-house capabilities, not big teams, but modern creative in-house capabilities. They have a young marketer that knows the new channels and can speak to the patients, and that are also trying to utilize online technology and stuff like that. So even the older populations, like senior care, you'd be surprised. They know how to use the phone and shit like really well. They know how to use technology. You'll see them pull up all of their medical records, and they know how to book online. Like, it's not an excuse to say my demographic's older. We don't need that. Those motherfuckers don't want to call in either. Nobody wants to call in. Nobody wants to do it anymore. Still, older, young, regardless of what your patient demographic is, everybody wants the same thing, which is patient access made easy.
I'm addicted to Instagram, so I've stayed off of TikTok. Should I not download TikTok, or what do you think I should do?
My wife is on the TikTok all the time. I don't know, man. I don't want them.
I'm just gonna keep it away from myself.
It's the same shit. I don't know.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Awesome. We're about to probably have to wrap, but I want to ask one more question because I think it's important. I hear this question.
Ken's like, this is the worst fucking podcast.
No, this is the best.
This is what we want.
I'm actually super pumped about how this is going.
They're all downhill from here, Ken.
Very much so. Yeah, so I've heard this quite a bit. Practices or any business really, they're working with an agency or they have some kind of marketing person. They don't really know how to compare, or is this working? Should I be shopping for a different agency? Like, they don't really know what they're doing. Is there a certain data set they should be asking for, or how can they really know their agency is doing the right stuff, performing? I guess, how would you speak to that?
Yeah, what's the goal? Filling capacity, and your capacity is not filled. Like, where is the problem back from there? Is it like patient is too high, the cost per lead, or you don't know? Like, if you don't know, then you may have the wrong technology partners. Like, the best thing to do is go find an agency that was worked in your specialty. If you're a vet clinic, go find the agency that's worked with several vet clinics. Get them on the phone. They're not going to give you benchmarks in their case studies. I wouldn't either. But they may tell you, without naming clients, like, expect a CPL around here, expect cost per booked client, not patient and vet space, to be around here. You should be ranking here. Go get opinions, and then it's a gut reaction. But at the end of the day, you should know some of these that are further down, other than like clicks and impression and ranks. Like, how many leads, how many patients, are they sending traffic based on capacity, or are they just spreading advertising evenly everywhere? Are they talking about wider issues like tracking all the way through? Do they help you implement good call center tracking practices and CRM? Are they talking technology? Are they unsophisticated? the right agency can be the right fit when you're smaller and unsophisticated. That's probably the right solution, is you don't need crazy agency capabilities. And as you grow, you need to get more sophisticated. It's okay to break up and move on, but go get a second opinion from someone else in the space. And you can go from there. Also, if you're a VP of marketing at a vet clinic, just go to LinkedIn and go hit up other VPs of marketing that are in not competitive geos and ask them to hop on a quick call. What's your CPL? What is your agency doing? What technology do you use? Like, just go to LinkedIn and find someone that you could trust. You don't even have to ask an agency.
I love that.
idea.
That's a good idea. Awesome. Well,
Nice.
it's been awesome. I love this. Alex, I want to give you a second. Tell people where they can find you in case they're interested. Did you freeze?
Oh,
Well, I can tell you where to find
Damn it.
Alex if we have to. Their website is Cardinal Digital Marketing. Hopefully he'll jump back on, but definitely check them out if he doesn't unfreeze. Because they're awesome. Oh, there he is, Alex.
Sorry,
Did you-
my internet keeps switching.
no, it's okay.
You there? Can you got me? All right, but
We've
we
got
got
you.
we got what you need.
We got what you need. I promoted your website. Anything else you want to say about yourself before we depart?
Yeah, no, find us on LinkedIn. Find us on
Cool.
LinkedIn. If you have any questions, hit up Charlie first, and then if he can't answer, then
Yeah.
come
I'll give you his
ask
cell phone.
Rich.
I'll give
Yeah.
you his cell phone.
Give him his weak ass Apple tracking stats here. Happy
love
to
it.
help. Happy to
Thank
help,
you.
guys. And
Thanks,
if
brother.
you need any help promoting, let me know. Okay.
We appreciate it.
Preach.